So guys, starting on from our dashboard removal, we're now going to look at the auto light retrofit. So as you can see, my BCM module is now down on the floor. This cut-off notch there corresponds to a notch on this side. There's just two little pull tabs that will release the BCM from its holder here, and then you've got three of these like quad lock style connectors there. So if I put this back into the orientation it would be in the vehicle, you can see, so the short one here coming from this side, that is C, this is B, and that is A. So now I'm going to refer to some wiring diagram, pin out information I've been sent, and we're going to get some wires pinned up ready to go into those connectors. I'll tell you which ones they are once I've done them. I can reinstall the BCM, make sure I can run the wire in to the sensor, which will live about here, wire that up to the sensor, so that will be ready to rock and roll. Leaving a bit of slack, but there will also need to be a wire, I do believe, from the sensor to this one right here. So let's crack on with that. So guys, this bit is a bit of do as I say, not as I do. I've got some cheap wire here, some pre-tinned Chinese stuff. That's me more than fine for this. I mean, it's not carrying any massive electrical currents. I could remember what that was for, but I don't. But that should be about 5 meters there. I've got some electrical tape, some wire strippers, and some snips. I've got some connectors in the house, so I'll go grab them, and the light sensor from the new dashboard, because we can hold things in rough positions and figure out what wires need to go where and how long they need to be. Obviously these are up here, these connectors, for the pinning process, but I'm going to have to add another 30 centimeters on slack, so that they will run down to the BCM when it's plugged in. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. I'll show you the connectors, what type they are, what part numbers you'll need for doing this retrofit, and then I'll show you the code on VCDS as well when I get around to that. But yeah, for now I'm going to crack on with some wires. So luckily guys, if you're ever doing this, so this is the light sensor. This one's got a bit of scuffing on from the shipper. I do have another one on its way, so I'll probably put the other one in and make another retrofit one of these to sell, I guess. That's part number there. It is 6V09-07451A. I do believe the B variant would work based on what people have said online, but the A one is definitely confirmed to work. You can see that's a pre-facelift one as well, not that it really matters. But what you do need to know here on the side is the pin information. So you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the pins on this side. So these are what we're going to need to splice off of to go to this one here, this red one for the light switch, and to these two pins that need to go into those. So that's what we need to do with that. So yeah, I'll add some wires to these. I can leave that, let's say about, if I leave that there, if I make sure the wires run from there up top there, make sure they'll run obviously under things and play nicely with different stuff, and make sure they can run to the respective places that they need to run, and be happy. So yeah, I'll cut back when I've got some wires ran. So this is our first wire ran, guys. You can ignore this one. So we've got our light switch pin here, so we've gone into pin 2 there, so you got 1, and then we're in number 2 just next to it. There we are, so you can see that one's now populated there. You've got the numbers just at the end of the pins there again. So yeah, we've added 1 to pin 2. Take that on, this is this yellow wire here. Yeah, they've ran that, made sure we've got plenty of slack to get round under this bar. And then up here we've gone into plug A, which was the longest one, the first one we undid. And again, these are numbered for your convenience, and right there again, you can see there pin 42, and then pin 43 we have added to, so we now have a pin there. So for the light switch BCM, it's plug A, pin 2 to pin 43. 2 more wires to run from the light sensor to the BCM plugs. So we've got arguably one of the harder ones to do. So we have pin 4 on our light sensor, and we have that ran the length of cable to plug C. If we got our BCM again and held it like that, so this one, plug C, the one that sits in that corner, and that is pin 56 that's gone to. So you see there on that one there, yeah, you'll see, I think it's that second row, but yeah, they're all numbered anyway in there. But we've got one last one to run, so we'll run that one. I think pin 1, and that, I think that runs to plug A, so we'll run that, and then that should be our retrofit wiring done. And there we have it, our last one ran to pin 13 of plug A of the BCM, and that runs to number 1 just here. So use these 2 outside wires, not the 2 inners. They would be if you have the adaptive climate control, I do believe. So yeah, now we've got those nicely wired into our BCM. I'm going to reposition our BCM in the car, roughly put the light sensor wire in where I want it, which I'll run it around the back there and leave it coming up here, so that when we put the dash in, I can fish that out, push that through, and that'd be all cushy.